Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Railroads Online, and today we're going to run some seeds up to the farm. We are going to get prepared to start redoing the track when we get up there. Hopefully, all my points are set. 6 cars is a lot of cars, so we're going to keep going back and forth between the locomotive up here and the last car back there, so I can watch and see what all the cars are doing during the travels. I really should start running with the caboose, but the caboose is just added weight. I think I'm not even 100% sure. I don't even know if I have the cabooses unlocked, to be honest. And of course, it is raining, as it often does in Railroads Online. It rains more than it doesn't, so there is that element of always dealing with. Back here's how we look. Come back up here, but yes, we are going to start redoing a lot of these rail lines. Had somebody in the comments, Sue, I think, telling me how to build this a little bit better using a different type of piece. So we will see how that works out for us. Watch to make sure these pieces don't try to fly off the track on me. Alright, everybody made it through. So we're going to try to fix a lot. We're going to try to fix one section of track first. If we manage to fix that that section of track, then we will try to fix all of this, to be honest. Because a lot of this I didn't do because of the height. Well, Sue told me you can get around the height by using a bridge, a certain type of bridge. So if that is the case, which, I mean, Sue has not steered me wrong yet. And I don't mean Sue as in the name, it's S-O-U. But they have been a big help to me in this game. They have not steered me wrong yet. This is the roughest corner on this pass. I redid this section of track like 6 times, 7 times, and I could not get this corner to go any easier. Alright, there we go. So I don't know if I'm going to redo this section of track or not. We're going to take it one piece at a time. I would love to create all the tracks where I don't even have to burp the throttle. I can just leave it wide open the whole way around. But, you know, that's not going to happen no matter what. See, like here I could probably cut this corner out and just head straight over. Straight across there, I probably could do that. It's little pieces like that that makes the track better, because that would get rid of all these little curves that I had in there. I might actually try that. The problem is I don't know what kind of incline that puts us on. And see, so far everything's been handling nicely. I mean, yeah, we have to do a little throttle control. We're gonna have to do some throttle control here because this turn here is into the water tank. So so we need to slow it down a little bit for that curve. But other than that, I mean, that is an industry. We are not cutting the industry at all. We are running through it. Make sure that these points are set, and they're not, so we're going to flip that way. Because we are going to deliver these. Now, I did fill up the tender with water before we left. Just because I knew we were going to end up here for a while. Since we were back down to regular station, I figured I'd just go ahead and do that. So I'm guessing this is all filled up down here. Because it's not taking any of these seed pallets. I'm not planning on doing another seed run for a while. At least not until we're ready to do some beef runs. Alright, so I'm guessing that means these two are filled up, right? Really? Really? They are. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run this as well. And next episode we will be fixing this track. We might tear this track out this episode and rebuild it next episode, but yeah, we're definitely going to be rebuilding it. Alright, let's flip that one. Now let's go back to this one because it's going to be the first one we're going to be on. Now we also need to remember that we need to line up with this thing and not that. Alright, let's load it. Now just remember, every time we do this, because it seems like we've been doing this a lot, and we really have, I'm not gonna lie. But we've been working on one industry at a time. Well, I shouldn't say that. We've been working on this line of industries. So what we'll do is we'll empty this out up to the other farm, to the cattle farm. We'll empty the wheat farm out to the cattle farm. And that'll hopefully give us enough livestock that we can take a load of livestock down from there to the butcher shop, meat packing plant, whatever you want to call it. And either way, here in a couple episodes, we'll be starting over again by restocking this, taking everything from up here, taking up to the next one, back and forth, back and forth. It's going to be it'll eventually be an ending battle, but it's going to take us a very, very long time to get to that point. I was about to say, wait a minute, why am I not filling up here? And this is the longest part here, loading the train. Yeah, we're redoing this whole thing. In fact, I might even redo this junction here, so it's a straight out through here instead of my straight over that way. I mean, are we gonna have to zip around? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have to or not. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we can just. Well, I mean, we're either way. We're probably gonna have to zip around a little bit. So maybe keeping it that way isn't gonna be a bad thing. But I don't know. I think we can. I think we can do it. I think we can do it just heading straight up. The biggest thing is going to be keeping on a 4-degree angle. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to come back down here and refill this then. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens here. I'm really curious how this is going to end up once I'm done because, like I said, I'm going to try some things, some new things, some things I haven't tried before. All right. It's a fully loaded train. We're going to try to make it up the whole way without derailing. You know there are 2 turns that are really tough. This one here being the first one. And these are the turns we're trying to get rid of. In particular, these ones. And then this turn here is the other one. What I'm hoping to do is to cut the track right about here and just head straight over to here. And then go down through the valley. Try to make it as straight as possible, you know? I've got to watch. I don't want to pick up too much steam because we'll derail up and around here too. Like I said, there are a couple places that it's just it's touch and go. It's not really fun. First, we have to wonder if we're gonna make it, or well, if we're gonna derail. Second, we slow down so much that we have to wonder, are we gonna get enough traction to finish the trip? Oh, there I am, that handsome devil there. Just kidding. Alright, we made it through there. Good there, good there. Keep that switch there. The regulator down a little bit to get some speed in this thing. I should redo this and make it straight as well, instead of a curve up and down. Alright, which one are we gonna hit first? I believe this is gonna be the first one. Alright, let's go ahead and unload that. Now what I've got to watch with this next one is it looks like we're almost lined up there. So I might be able to offload the first one and this one at the same time. Alright, let's go ahead and offload this one. Nope, not quite. Alright. So at this point in time, I'm going to line this one up. They're just slightly off. Yeah, they're just ever so slightly off. Alright, last one. Alright, now what I want to go look at is... We got 20 out of 20 there. We've got 10 out of 20 there. So hopefully that gives us enough to get them all. I'm hoping anyway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next episode we are going to be doing a bunch of construction. A bunch of building. We're going to fix that track down there. Hopefully. Okay, hopefully fix that track down there. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to join our Discord community. Link is down in the description, and we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.